Everyone, welcome to Bedell and Chris King.
Alexander Floyd.
Today we're on Deep Thoughts on Sony's press conference from E3. They closed out Monday. That was a pretty good conference stuff, so we're going to break down all the games that they revealed. There was a ton of games.
There's a ton of games, so this one's a speed round.
Yes.
So here we go. Right away, Last Guardians revealed 2016. How do you feel?
Looks to be the exact same game revealed years ago.
It looks exactly, it has not changed. Oh, look at the graphics. No, it looks the same. That dog still can't take care of himself. Got a flying dog. I didn't care about it. It was kind of boring for me. It's just not my thing.
Look, I mean, just to keep it very short and stuff, I looked more into it. I saw some interviews with the creators and stuff. Apparently, it was just a lot of technical issues that they were having, especially with the ambition that they had, apparently. Mainly because the AI of the last, if that's the Last Guardian, I guess. He wasn't always listening to all the commands and stuff. And so they were actually finishing up around 2012 and stuff. But apparently, they actually had some more ambition for it. And that's when the PS4 was coming out. So I guess it took these other 4 years to pretty much transition it to PS4. I think it took way too long to do it. If this was like, okay, now you have guns and there's airships and there's like all this stuff, I'd understand. I'd be like, whoa, this is a very different game. But this looks literally exactly the same.
It looks the same.
Except the kid looks better, you know, in quality. But everything looks the same.
I like him yelling.
So, again, this is, okay, it's cool. Last Guardian's revealed. It's hype. I wouldn't have opened it. I think that would have been the closer.
Yeah.
I would have loved Uncharted to open it because we already saw that coming and stuff. Last Guardian as a closer, I think maybe we would have a different perspective. It'd be like, oh wow, this is a dope show.
Wow, they're paying attention to me.
Yeah, but placement is everything and stuff, so I didn't like that. But again, I mean, the expectations are going to be high, and I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. You do a game that's going to take like almost 10 years to make, it better be damn good. So, I don't know. I mean, little has been seen, but I think we'll probably see more, probably at Paris Games Week.
Guerrilla Games presents Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay, this weird post-apocalyptic thing. There's you're like weird natives now because I guess it's a post-apocalyptic world, and now these
it's like a full circle, right?
Yeah, and then these animals are fused with like dinosaur robots. I don't know what's going on. It looks pretty cool. It's not Hellblade, so I don't care. Do you care?
I love Guerrilla Games as a studio, although I'm not a fan of Killzone. So it's kind of weird. I like the art style and everything like that. It's cool. I love that it's a female protagonist. It's cool. I'm annoyed that she's using a bow and arrow because every game uses bows and arrows now.
You don't like Hunger Games?
No, it's like Hunger Games and Tomb Raider and Far Cry, all bows and arrows. So I would love to use the sword. It'd be kind of dope. Anyway, it looks cool. I don't like the title because it just doesn't make sense. It's like Horizon Zero Dawn. It's like random words. It's like bed, chair, table. You know, it just doesn't really make any sense. If it was full circle. Horizon, like it would make more sense. Like everything has gone full circle, and this is the dawn of a new age. But this is Horizon Zero Dawn. Just doesn't really make sense to me. It doesn't explain what it is. But it was a cool trailer. It was yeah. I mean, we'll see. I'm gonna play it for sure, but we'll see.
There's gameplay and all that good stuff. So next up is the one that I got hyped for. Like this one, I was like, yes, this looks beautiful. I was wondering what it was for a long time, and then finally I started seeing everything. Hitman, the trailer came out. How do you feel about it?
Absolutely loved it. It's one of the greatest trailers I've ever seen in my life.
Did you also question if they're real?
Yes, yeah, I did. Yeah, there was in the lab. You know, there was a scene right there with lab, and one of the girls, like this look that she gave the camera, I was like, this is crazy. I think this is the most realistic cinematic trailer I have ever seen. And usually Final Fantasy games are, but this thing blew me away. Obviously the game is not going to look exactly like it. I've seen some gameplay already. It looks good. It looks really good. It looks like Watch Dogs. But that's the feeling I got from this trailer. Like, I love the Watch Dogs trailer. And it looked just like that. The freaking music was so dope. And apparently the guy actually got like a Dutch DJ, I think. And I was looking for it, like trying to find his this DJ and stuff. So hopefully they release it later. But it looks good. The concept is brilliant. Perfect way to not reboot the franchise, but kind of reinvigorate it. So it's a day one buy for me, absolutely.
Yeah, you play it first on PS4, and you have 6 unique contracts. Like I guess PS4 is trying to own this thing.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyways, next up, Street Fighter V. Nobody cares. You care?
No. They said that I think Birdie and Cammy are back, which doesn't matter because I never used.
Well, actually, Birdie we haven't seen in a long time. I think since part 2.
Yeah,
Cammy's
since like Alpha or something like that.
Yeah, Alpha, yes.
Yeah, but Cammy, I never used Cammy anyway. So
I like looking at Cammy.
I like Chun-Li. But anyway, no,
I'll make them fight.
Just like I mean, I just use Ryu, Dark Ryu, or Akuma anyway, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, the point is that and Bison's the best. No, it's Street Fighter 5 again. I'm a guy who loves Street Fighter 1, 2, 3. So I like that art style, and I really wish they would go back to that. Like, you know how Marvel Capcom, it kind of stayed with the same art style like forever, pretty much. That's just kind of what I appreciated ever since Street Fighter 4, which I actually bought. I just been like, not interested.
Yeah, we actually had somebody that day that actually was obsessed with Street Fighter. Like, he even has a fight stick and all that stuff.
Oh,
and he was just like, eh.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up, we finally got some real gameplay for this. It's called No Man's Sky. Do you remember that weird Porygon Worlds bullcrap? Well, I didn't like this at all because it looks boring. What did you think?
I have to agree the trailer itself is boring, but I've been on this game since it got revealed, like in 2012 and stuff. So I've been following this game. It's taking too long to come out, that's for sure. Again, I'm glad it's there, but I don't really see the point of having reviewed it again unless it's going to be released. You know, it's taking too long.
So next up is never mind. Media Molecule came out and they made this game that Chris loves called Dreams. Dreams.
Oh
Do you
God.
like David Lynch? Do you want to make these weird claymation things come to life so you can mimic your dreams? Well, now you can. Okay, and Chris really wants to.
I feel like the only guy who's gonna pre-order this is Tim Burton. Or something.
Oh wow, that's his game. It's a game just for him.
I mean, it's just such a bad everything. A bad just a bad presentation, a bad trailer. Okay? I'm not saying that the game is bad. I'm not saying that the game is not a game, even though it's kind of borderline just art. You know, which games are art, of course, right? I get it. I get the concept. I get if like someone like Woodkid came out and said, "Hey, I put out this game. It's called Dreams." I'd be like that. That would be dope.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. Or something like that. You know, I get it. I get it. But again, the thing is that the presentation itself, I'm like, what is this? What am I watching? It seemed like a scene out of like some weird
David Lynch movie.
Yeah, like David Lynch movie or something. Where I was like, am I on something right now? It didn't make any sense to me. I know it sounds like I'm being harsh, but I'm not. I will give it the benefit of the doubt that maybe it will be really cool and maybe people will love it and stuff. But this is such a niche market. Okay, like this game is not going to make money.
This game is $50 or something.
Yeah,
like
that's unless this game is worth like $10 and it's like a downloadable only, they'll make some money.
Is that what it is? That's what it looks like.
I don't know. I hope so because they made Little Big Planet, which was a full scale release,
that's
right? It's now one of PlayStation's like biggest franchises. But Dreams, I mean, just so confusing. Like they didn't show. I don't know if if we were watching gameplay or if we were watching a cinematic trailer or something because. You just kind of made claim like, okay, but how do you? I kept thinking like, how do you control it? Like, you hold it this way and just kind of spray it out or something. It was so freaky.
Use the Oculus Touch.
That would be kind of weird, but it maybe So
I want to go into that dream with the Oculus.
Yeah, so I don't know, just very weird, very random. Like, okay, so what's the game? You make a clay person who plays piano. So I'm not really sure, but to each his own. I mean, if you guys are hyped for this, I actually am very interested in seeing why. Because maybe I'm just missing something, and I want to know.
You are, Chris. You are.
I guess,
I'm going to make my cinematic comic books.
Because everyone so far that I've been reading is just confused.
Is it sober?
Yeah. No, and that probably too. We're sober. That's probably the problem. So, no, if you guys are hyped for it, and you can see something that we're not, and we're actually very artistic guys and stuff. I love art, appreciate art. It's really cool. I'd actually, now I think of it would be cool to remake like some of your favorite paintings, like the creation of Adam. That'd be kind of dope and stuff. But
and live in it.
I know. Animated? That'd actually be kind of cool. But other than that, I just don't really see.
I'm going to recreate Kanye West Power video.
Oh my god. I was in Kanye West Heartless.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, anyways, moving on. Okay, so remember that game that you paid for that wasn't fully a game? Yeah, I'm a hater. Destiny, the Taken King DLC. Coming, I think, November, was it? I forget what it was. I have the date somewhere. But anyways, coming November, what do you think? How do you feel? Do you even care?
No, it was one of my most hyped games since it got revealed. I guarantee I sold like maybe over 50 pre-orders for this game alone just by talking to people about it and stuff. I got the poster. I was trying to get the collector's edition. Thank God I didn't because I almost dropped like, what was it, like 150 for the collector's edition. Thank God I didn't. Yeah, just one of the biggest letdowns of gaming just ever. So, yeah.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate, exclusive DLC. Do you even care?
I was actually, one of my biggest pet peeves about this Sony conference was the fact that it was so like Hitman, exclusive DLC, Destiny, exclusive DLC, Assassin's Creed, exclusive DLC. They pretty much have turned into Xbox, and not the good Xbox that we like. Like this conference was fan service. Here's your controller. Here's your 360 compatibility. This was just like, hey, we got, spoilers next up a little later on. We got Call of Duty back and stuff. Like, and guess what? All the maps are gonna come first PS4. Like, guess what? I'm not gonna give you guys a dime for that, for just doing that.
Yeah.
Out of spite. So I was really bummed that because PlayStation's never been these guys. Now that they're turning to the bros again.
Yeah.
Kind of bums me out. Reminds me of the PS2 days.
Trying to sell consoles. Yeah. Okay, so next up is this game that I was like, oh wow.
Sorry, PS3 days, not PS3.
We're getting Final Fantasy stuff. World of Final Fantasy. I was like wondering, what is this? Why is this happening to me?
Yeah.
Why? All I want is a remake. Okay, well anyways, this is just, you could become chibis and you could ride on things, or you could become full size, which is still pretty small, and they could ride on you. Sounds terrible. But anyways, this game, I don't know what's happening. They're going for the little girl market or something. I don't know what's happening with this game. Do you want to buy it? Do you want it? I'm going to buy it anyways. Well, moving on. Is finally the game changer to my life. I didn't see this coming. You keep saying he saw this coming, but I really didn't think this was possible. Just like backwards capability, like I didn't think that was gonna happen ever. Like I know you can do it, but you're not going to. You're never gonna give it to me.
Right.
You're trying to sell your new consoles. So Final Fantasy VII Remake confirmed. Okay, it's gonna be first on PS4. I don't know for how long. I want this to happen. It's not going to come out for like another 10 years because you know what happened to Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah. And Final Fantasy 7 Remake.
Oh.
We'll get to that.
Okay, but anyways, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, I was really happy about it. So moving on, we just indie games, nobody cares. And then you care about this, the Kickstarter.
Well, yeah, no. So look, on Final Fantasy 7, no, I'm incredibly hyped. Final Fantasy 7 is my favorite Final Fantasy game for sure. That and then 10 after that, but Final Fantasy 7 is probably my top 3 games, right after Zelda and Ocarina of Time and Metal Gear Solid 4. So I'm incredibly hyped for it. I did see it coming, I just didn't expect it so soon, which is a weird thing, but it looks good. It looks like Advent Children, and as long as it looks like that kind of quality, I'm happy for it. I'm a little concerned as far as I'm hearing that there's a different studio involved, but I don't know. So we'll have to see. I'm probably not gonna see more until like 2018 later and 2017 anyway. So we'll keep an eye on it for sure. Indie games, they didn't show anything good.
Indie games,
nothing good. But then, oh man, Shenmue 3.
Yeah, Shamu.
So me personally, I'm like a big fan of Shenmue. I appreciate Shenmue because it's what led to Yakuza.
There's 3 of these.
There's 2 of those, 2 of them before. But because of Shenmue, the weird thing is that Shenmue is a continuing story from Shenmue 1 to Shenmue 2, and it never finished. And this happened on the PS2, So the PS1, I think, and then the PS2. So Shenmue 3 never came out, and it's supposed to finish the story. So anyway, the creator comes up, is asking. This is the weird thing though, is the Kickstarter. It already got funded, by the way, like 10 times over, big time. It was just kind of weird at E3. Like, is that a thing now? Like we're now like because people, it's funny because everyone was like, man, I hope Yooka-Laylee is at E3, and I was like, I would love to see Yooka-Laylee at E3, but people were like, but there's a whole Kickstarter thing behind it, like it's probably not gonna be able to get at E3, it's very expensive. But then it's like Sony bringing out Shenmue, and Sony's funding the game, so it's just weird to me that they're like
asking for more money.
Yeah, we're gonna fund some of it, but you guys have to fund the rest. So even though it got funded already, I kind of just felt like as far as any Kickstarter goes, it felt like the more obvious one that we're just trying to make some money off of it. We don't want to pay all of it. So I don't like that. I know it's a really old franchise and stuff. And if this came out online, like, hey, on Twitter, like, I'm doing Shenmue 3, but you have to Kickstarter, I'd be fine with it. But to bring it on E3 in front of the press, it was just kind of weird to me.
I'm going to try to Kickstart all my stuff on
E3. I know, we might as well. But yeah, Shenmue, I just hope that if this works, they just bring more Yakuza stuff to the US, because all that stuff in Japan, and I need those games.
Okay, as for this, there's a game coming out really soon called Arkham Knights, and they actually took the time in E3 to show off the Scarecrow Nightmare missions. So this is just weird missions. I guess you're going to be somebody else that's not Batman, because in this case it was a cop, and you go in, and I guess you go through these acid trips, pretty much, is what they're going for.
Yeah.
And I believe this is exclusive to PS4. I think it's timed exclusive.
Yeah, they're exclusive missions. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. Do you care?
Nah.
It looked cool. Like, I like the little trailer that they showed, but overall, like,
those are actually the worst parts for me. Like, even Arkham Asylum, remember the first one was you fight skeletons. So, like, it was kind of cool. It's different, but they're the most boring parts of the game for me.
Yeah, actually, I didn't like any of the Scarecrow parts. Like, even fighting Scarecrow.
I liked them in Arkham Asylum, but that was kind of it.
I remember fighting him in Arkham Asylum.
It was just like it became like a platformer kind of game.
Okay, yeah, I do remember that.
Like
He's just giant, right?
Yes,
Keep looking at you. Okay, stop looking at me. Anyways, next up, should we even talk about this Project Morpheus? That they showed it off?
I mean, they didn't. That was the problem. That they didn't show it off. They mentioned it. You know, they're like, oh, Project Morpheus, that's
Project Morpheus, goodbye.
You know, which we talked about with Oculus. This is what Sony has to do. They have to have either a big portion of the conference or put out a conference that is dedicated to Morpheus. Because I'm not a believer of not really VR, it's motion reality. That's what I call it. But I love the way Oculus rolled it out. It was like it felt like a console launch. Mm-hmm. You know, they had games there, exclusive games. They had a new controller. They had deals with other people and stuff. It felt like a console launch.
Yeah, and they showed their care. Like,
yeah,
you really did see it.
And I buy it. And I kept expecting Zuckerberg to roll out and like, hey, you're gonna get all your notifications on virtual reality, and it's gonna punch you in the face.
Look at my sandals and socks.
So yeah, but Morpheus nothing. So again,
put your real name on Facebook.
If you want to make this thing actually happen, you need to have a conference dedicated to Morpheus. You either better have 30 minutes at Paris Games Week, or you have to dedicate a conference before launch, because no one knows what this thing is. No one knows how does it work. We have to use Move. Do we have to use DualShock 4? We don't know. So you have to explain it and give us a price, give us a release date. All that. We need the information.
Mark Zuckerberg can play Lex Luthor, right?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Okay, moving on. PS Vue and PS Music.
As well, they just kind of, I don't know why I wrote that. Just they mentioned those. I actually didn't like that again, because it felt like Xbox's 2012 conference, where it's like, yeah, they had some good game stuff, but then it was like, oh, we're doing Halo the show and stuff. So I don't know why they mentioned it. I mentioned that if they mentioned Powers, I would have turned off the thing. So I'm just glad they didn't do that.
Call of Duty.
Again,
Black Ops 3. We all knew this coming. We all knew. Everybody knew. Everybody's super excited. Woo! Are you excited?
Yeah, the weird thing was that we were hearing rumors before E3 that when they went to go play, the reporters went to go play Call of Duty ahead of time, they were playing it on PS4s. Typically, they always played on Xbox. Yep. You know, because I mean, they sell better on Xbox. It's an Xbox franchise practically.
Because they have Mountain Dew.
People do Mountain Dew in your Doritos and your Bros and stuff, and
Michael Bay,
Michael Bay,
David Escort,
and plus people love the controller for Call of Duty and just shooters in general. So. I don't like this deal because I don't like Call of Duty. I wish it would have stopped at Modern Warfare 4 and that's it, you know. So
there's 4.
There's like 10 now, but yeah, Call of Duty Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Okay, so I like Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, what? There's 4.
No, I love Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare 2 was okay, but yeah. So I don't know. It was weird. It was like, yeah, now we get all the beta access first on PS4, and all the DLC coming to PS4 first, which I'm not gonna buy.
So there was this game that we all thought was gonna be Star Wars, but instead it's Disney Infinity 3.0.
It was a good fake out.
You want Boba Fett? Because you get Boba Fett.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about it. You want to keep talking about that at all?
It was just weird that it was like, yeah, you're gonna have an exclusive Clone Wars playset, which Clone Wars, if you don't know, is episodes 1 to 3, which is the ones that everyone hates. Like they might as well have made a Jar Jar Binks,
the game.
Disney Infinity character, so everyone could just burn this thing on fire, you know. So let down in that aspect, but again, I like the idea that Disney has a game now that is all the universes together, you know. So yeah,
Call of Duty, Jar Jar Binks. Okay, Battlefront. Finally some gameplay. Still interested?
Yeah, that's when they showed. I think it was like a co-op mission or a single player mission. So I wasn't sure what it was.
It was a trap.
It was just weird. Again, I mentioned this in the EA deep dives. I'm hyped for it. This is my most anticipated shooter of the year for sure is Battlefront, and I'm gonna play the hell out of the game. But it just looks too much like Battlefield and Titanfall for me, and I'm a little concerned about that. But overall, I'm so excited.
I still don't care. And then last thing, they closed it up with Uncharted 4. We all saw this coming. We all saw it. I don't know why they ended with this. Like you said, they should have started with this, ended with Tomb Raider, and Last Guardian. There you go. I don't know what I was thinking of. Hitman. They could have ended with Hitman.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah. So anyway, so Uncharted 4. Do you want to play as Indiana Jones? Do you want to drive that car?
I'm a big Uncharted fan. I think Uncharted 2 is definitely the best of the series. I didn't want Uncharted 4, so no, I'm gonna say that I'm not excited for Uncharted 4 just because I thought it ended well. But they're really forcing it down our throats. They want to make some money. If they would have done Uncharted 4, my problem is that it should have been a launch game. It should have been a launch game, and you know we're getting it way too late into the PS4 cycle to do this. But anyway, if we're gonna do that, the trailer kind of froze up like in the first.
Yeah, they had to restart it.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. Apparently, it was the controller wasn't working or something. But you know, anyway, so Uncharted 4 looks like Uncharted. Whatever.
I don't care about it at all. Actually, I'm not even big on Uncharted. Look at this. I kept saying I don't care throughout this whole thing.
I know, there's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot not to care about.
So, yeah, I mean, that was our deep dive on Sony. I mean, I have to say, for me personally, it was the best conference just because I'm going to play, I think, almost every one of these games besides Disney Infinity, and yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, just based on that, but I just...
Final Fantasy VII Remake, Hitman.
The overall conference itself, I'm not happy with all these exclusive DLC, you know, kind of nonsense. That's really annoying. And Dreams.
I was bored.
That was a boring kind of aspect, but overall it was, you know, good games.
That's it.
Oh, I will say that there was no Sony exclusives, and that's really, besides Uncharted, which we've known about, and Dream, I guess, and Horizon, so that's 3. But very lackluster in the first party games, unlike Xbox, which had a lot, you know, so.
Where's Hellblade?
Yeah, I know what happened in that game.
So. Where's DMC 2?
So that was our deep thoughts on Sony's conference.
I give it a D.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. Overall, a lot of good game stuff, but make sure to subscribe, comment, let us know your opinions on some of these games you guys are really hyped for.
Do you want to play Dreams?
Do you want to watch Dreams? So yeah, let us know down below all your kind of stuff you're looking for. Make sure to watch all the other deep thoughts in the comments as well. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to Goodbye Deli.